Hello, my name is Ajayan Al-Ahbabi. I am 15-year-old Qatari boy. I have been living in Qatar my entire life. I was born in Hamad Hospital. I have a family of 8, including my parents. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and I am the second youngest in my family. Born in Qatar and being Muslim meant that I had to act, think, behave, and live in a certain way. My native language is Arabic, and I consider my language not just words that are made up, I consider it to be a tradition. I am an average teenager with average interests and hobbies, but stereotypes aren't avoidable. People think that just because I'm an Arab that I had to live in a desert with camels and no education or any sort of princess. They think I'm a bad person or even worse, terrorist. Yet here I am living in the most secure place I can think of, in a wealthy family and the best education I can think of. I have been studying in an international school since birth, and now studying at Qatar Academy, I am able to speak English very clearly and able to express myself easily. Studying in an international school meant that children from all over the world are studying with me. This have helped me a lot in understanding other people's cultures and beliefs. Before coming to Qatar Academy, I was in Al Jazeera Academy, which was very similar to QA. Studying in QA have really changed my life because every day I see new beliefs, religions, and different ideas, and I am able to cope with that thanks to the things I have learned about people and the learning profile, which required me to be open-minded and and behave in a certain way. So not only I owe QA for my education, but also it has helped me greatly in and out of school in everyday basis. Islam isn't only a religion, it's a lifestyle. The way I talk, behave, and think is all reflected on me as a Muslim. Even the way I eat, I am required to wear a thobe and a ghatra, which are the traditional clothes for my country. I dedicate my life to Islam and my God Allah, for they have shaped my life and set certain goals for me to achieve. My native language is Arabic and I consider it to be an art. The Arabic language is so specific that if you change a word in the sentence, you may change the whole meaning of a sentence. I use my language to read the Holy Book Quran, which is words sent from Allah Himself to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. My food is very common and known throughout the world, which consists of rice and chicken. But sometimes we use traditional food such as makbous and haris. Yes, I get it hard to live with all these traditions, but we will have to endure because if we lose these small things that affects us, then we will lose who we truly are. Qatar have been affected much from diaspora because of its wealth and better job opportunities. And because of that, Qatar have some culture and other impacts such as McDonald's, which is an American restaurant, to Armani, which is an Italian fashion clothes. Even I was affected by diaspora because when I was young, I used to eat my originally traditional food, and now I'm eating from Fridays. And I also used to listen to Arabic music only, but now I also like American rap, which is another impact from diaspora. The places I go and hang out in are the places that represents me. Most of my time I spend in the majlis, that is a place where we invite our guests in. My father spends a lot of his time in the majlis, where relatives come and visit. They are first greeted inside, then served with a traditional Arabic coffee. After that, we start to communicate with each other. When my father invites people, we often have something called azima, and it's when we invite many people over to have dinner, which is rice, lamb, and so on. Even sometimes poetry is involved. People come and lay their poetry in front of us all. And poetry has been in the Arabic generation since the beginning of time. And even sometimes when I'm bored, I meet with all my friends at the mall, and we can share our ideas and feelings just like an ordinary person. My father travels a lot, and if I get the chance, I accompany him. Sometimes we even travel to Europe, where we have a wonderful time, but as I said earlier, stereotyping isn't avoidable. Once I was confronted by a German who said to me, "How do you live in Qatar? Do you have homes or do you live in tents?" I laughed and replied, "No, we live in tents, and our camels don't produce milk, they produce oil." And he was going to believe me, but I explained to him that we were just as ordinary as he was. And since we have taken the most important event in the world, which is the World Cup 2022 bid, maybe they will think twice before they judge us. In my life, studying with different people, I see people suffering from diaspora and struggling to fit in just because of the things that doesn't matter like food, skin, or language. I'm trying to prevent these things from happening by talking to them and befriending them. Sometimes I even learn new things from their religion, culture, and this have helped me a lot to be very open-minded and open to new suggestions.